Why are so many couples divorcing today? And how does a couple get to walk through marriage for 10 good years and more? Today we get to meet a couple as we explore this important question. Welcome to Decoded. My name is Dayan Masinde. I am a relationship and marriage coach. Every week, I sit down with different couples to find out what issues in the relationship or their marriage they need decoded. Welcome.
Hello, good people. My name is Matthew Mugo, and here with me is my wife, lovely wife, Maggie. I would love to have her introduce herself.
Okay, my name is Maggie Mugo. As he has said, yes.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so I know my wife keeps saying that she's a woman of a few words, but now here she is. I mean, we are in this show, so I'm sure you have to say a little more than few words. So, viewer, it's a journey of how we met. I think I'm sure you are yearning to hear. And maybe to kick it off, I will say that, we met back in, our love life started back in 2009. I hope I got it right.
True.
But that is not the first time really we had met. When did we meet first and where?
We met in the year 2001, maybe you can correct me, and we met in high school. Yes, he had come to rewind his Form 4. Yes.
And I think after that, we never talked again. I continued with my campus life. She continued with her life. I think it was just an excitement of the moment, nothing. Then, I cleared campus 2008, 09. I'm there now regretting. I had quite a bit of regrets for not, I'm this guy who was like in the campus, I concentrated on studies, no relationships.
He did not propose.
Never. I never even, I was so close to many girls, but never got into any relationship.
But it was in the plan of God, so that you could finally have me.
I tell you, it
Yes.
can only be so.
Yes.
Yeah, and so, there 2008 I've cleared. I'm now starting to get lonely. I can't see the ladies who are surrounding me in campus. I'm scrolling through my phone. I'm like, who should I call? There are no missions. And so I'm praying. I remember I actually prayed for quite a while, and until I got tired. I used to stay in a certain place in Gedongori where I was working, and looking through the balcony, I'm watching ladies walking. I'm thinking, might she be the one? It was a bit tough. And then, of course, I stayed. Then come 2009. Which date and what happened? You better tell the viewers.
It was actually on Valentine's Day, and I was traveling from Matu to Nairobi. I used to do my attachment there. And so my sister forwarded me a message that was so nice, and I thought I could forward to my friends. And it was a biblical message. It was in the book of Philippians 4, verse 8. Whatever is good, whatever is noble, whatever is of good report, you think about those things. Huh? And so I started forwarding it. You know the way we are good in forwarding. Eh? And when I was scrolling through my phone, I saw this brother is still in my phone. Eh? The last time we spoke, and was a wrong time. Eh? And mind you, I was going actually for a date. Eh? So I was in a mat. I was coming to come and meet a person in Nairobi, and then we go. And so
Date with the wrong guy.
Yes. But there was nothing much with that guy. He had just invited me to take me out. Yeah. So there was nothing. So I said, let me forward this one. Eh? I think it was in the will and the plan of God, and I forwarded him. Eh? And immediately he told me he's in hospital. And you can give the other part.
The message landed to my phone when I was in hospital, St. Mary's, here in Nairobi. And yes, what had happened, let me take you back just a sec. That morning, the previous day, I had been taken ill with some stomach pains, and then this morning, very early morning, my boss tells my roommate, let's take this guy to the hospital and please carry his clothes just in case he gets admitted. When my boss mentioned about being admitted, the thought that came into my mind was like, was if you get admitted, one of the people who will come to see you in the hospital is your future wife. I brushed the thought. I was like, you should be sick, being like a sick person. You are sick. I went to hospital and then she dropped the text. And of course, I told her, yeah, I'm in the hospital line. Immediately when I saw the text, I was like, the same thought again. One of the people will come. And then I was like, when I told her I am in the hospital, she told me, can I come and visit you tomorrow? Mm-hmm. And so tomorrow she came. And of course, what happened is that after that, quickly, the moment I just saw her, over lunchtime, we were with my friends and my boss was there. And, immediately our eyes locked. I was like, she is the one. And that's how our love life started.
Sure. And I also got attracted to him, by the way, even if I brushed off the feeling, yes.
It's now that time for me to have a conversation with this amazing couple, Matthew and Maggie. M-A-M-A. Hey, look, even you're nodding at the same time. You're like, yeah? This is what 10 years in marriage does, eh?
Sure.
Oh, we thank God.
Now, hey, my goodness. Matthew, you're in hospital. You're supposed to be healing. And then you're thinking about romance.
I'm actually supposed to be sick.
You're supposed to, what happens? You're just getting a text, you get excited. Oh my goodness, future wife might be coming. What is going on?
Yeah, I think this is what you call predetermination,
Yeah.
I would say. As I mentioned during the intro, the thoughts came even before I went to the hospital when my manager mentioned that I might be admitted.
Yeah.
So I can only, maybe years later when I look back, I'm like, that was the voice of God speaking to me.
Yeah.
But yes, it was a strange one.
Yeah.
I'm in pain. I was really in sharp pain.
Wow.
And, that thought of, your wife will come and see you. And then when she drops the text, I'm like, gosh, she's the one.
She's the one. She's
Yeah.
the one. What does your manager say?
Well, I didn't know what was running in my head.
And
at that
now,
particular point.
what are they thinking?
Oh, no, much later. Well, we talk. In fact, we were with him, recently.
Yeah.
And every time he sees me, he shakes his head. He's like,
I told you.
This one. Yeah. An amazing journey. And it's very interesting, the way we just, when this Sunday when she comes, this is the day after Valentine, 15, and then she comes with a friend.
Yeah.
And they just walk in. Of course, I don't see the rest.
Yeah.
My eyes lock just with hers.
Yeah.
And then, my manager is seated there and the other guys, they are just looking at us. And, they're just looking at me, my reactions. And then, actually, there's a colleague. I think there's a colleague of mine who said, Matthew, huyu ndiye mtu.
Fungua macho. Mtu.
Yeah, they didn't know that we have actually not met for 7 years.
Yeah.
So vile tunaangaliana wanaona you have somebody you usually don't tell us about that.
Yeah.
And then na smile too.
You are definitely ripe for marriage. Baka, you're looking at the neighborhood like, is she the one? Is she the one? Is she the Hey, you had reached that point as a man. You were like, hey, I want to get married. Clearly, right?
I was regretting how I had not been very keen when I was in the university.
Yeah. Kumbe, there was something good waiting for you.
Yes.
And here she is. Now for you, Maggie, when you're going to the hospital, are you thinking like, I'm going to see this guy that I like? I'm going to look to unaenda kufanya your wonderful, big-hearted duties.
I think what I would say is I just wanted to see him because I had not seen him for long. Because you see, like when I texted him, he told me he's in hospital. And so I thought it was out of a kind heart, and how deep God can think about you.
Yeah.
I think previously I was in a relationship that never worked.
Yeah.
And that time I was not ready for a relationship actually because I was hearing, as much as I was going for a date, I knew even within my mind that I do not want a guy right now.
Yeah.
And so it was just out of a kind heart. I had not seen him for long, so I would want to go and see him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So just you're just being kind.
Yes.
Kumbe, you're falling into the trap of
I
love.
tell you. and shows how deep God thought about me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Until I could meet him in hospital.
And then he was healing physically with the sickness. Did you heal before entering into the relationship with him?
Yeah, I think yes, I did heal.
You
yes,
did heal.
I
You
did
did
heal.
heal.
Completely, I got healed.
I was a dose.
You're the dose, eh? Sick as you are physically, you are her emotional source of healing. And that's very powerful because it's important to heal before you venture into a relationship, especially one that leads into marriage, you know? Because a lot of people are rushing into marriage, and then now you healed emotionally, you healed physically, and then here you are now building this marriage. Now, have you ever had like any fears, like walking into marriage? Have you ever had like some fears?
Before we got into
Yes,
marriage? Yes, I would say yes. Personally, I had. He would speak for himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I had a lot of fears. I didn't know how it would be like. Would it be probably his covering up, his personality?
Yeah.
And then when we get into that real one, then he will expose. Yeah, having been in a relationship that never worked, I had fears. Yeah, but I thank God because, because God has been a good one, and my fears, okay, quite a few are confirmed, but we've been able to go through them well. Yeah. Yes.
Wow. But that biggest fear, the one of him putting up a fake front and then turning
No,
out to be
I wouldn't say like he was fake. What I would say is that there are, of course, challenges that come with a marriage, and that is what probably I was fearing. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me not say that he faked.
What about you, Matthew, when you're walking in as a man? You know, unataka tu bibi. Like, did you have any fear?
I think my biggest fear was, and partly the reason as to why I never even got myself into a relationship when I was in campus, whereas I was surrounded by so many lovely sisters.
Yeah.
It is because I really feared to be told no.
Oh.
I really wanted, if I make a decision, is this one?
Yes.
She must be the one.
She must be a yes.
It must
woman.
be a yes.
Yes.
So I really couldn't take, I was not ready for a, and it took me time. I prayed for a long time. Well, towards the end of my campus life, I felt like I'm led in a certain direction.
Yes.
I remember I prayed for almost, 6 months just to, God, if it is not you, tell me no.
Yeah.
God is another, he did it.
Wow.
So I was telling God, actually, let it not be her who tells me no.
Yes.
Tell me, I can hear. I can hear you and I will obey.
Okay.
God allowed me to go all the way, and then when I made just an attempt, I was told no. I was like, and I was offended. I was like, God, after 6 months of prayer, so now her coming, I had a lot of fears. And then, of course, when we get, this time, what really gave me the confidence is the way it came. You see, I had not even seen her, thought of her, and therefore there's this inspiration from inside that it's God.
Okay.
And of course, when I was discharged, immediately she comes on Sunday, the following day I'm discharged from hospital. Yeah. When I went to recuperate, she kept now communication, she's checking on me.
This is the one. Look at that care.
Wife
she's material.
I'm warming up. Every day I'm warming up.
Yes.
And then she told me that, where do you live? I would love to come and visit you. I was like, anytime. 2 weeks into that, and I told God, I was reading a book by Joyce Meyer, and Joyce Meyer, there's a chapter I read, and it said, some of you or some of us, fail to make the right, to make a move just because we are fearing making a mistake. Yeah. And Joyce Meyer was saying, why do you want to be God? It's only God who can't make a mistake. Yeah. So if you feel inspired, just do it. If you find it's a mistake, you'll just tell God, well, I did not do it with the intention to make a mistake. You know what I had from that book is that propose. Don't wait until tomorrow. Yeah.
Propose.
I proposed the first visit. She came 2 weeks.
Look at you two right now. Oh my goodness. Amen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there is a myth going around. And stick around because Matthew and Maggie are going to say something about that myth. It's a very strong myth. So stay tuned to Decoded.